That was so close. If I killed a critter right there, it's because this bullet made me do it. I just watched you try to hit that bird. I was hoping nobody noticed that. What did they call that? The thoughts of the deep or something like that, where you have a split second of, you know, it'd be funny to run over this person. And then you're like, no, that's crazy. That was my moment. Now for an eternity of suffering. The fact that 2 people have made comments on suffering just after I defeated the wall of flesh has me a little concerned. What do you guys say we venture forth and see just how bad it is? Hey guys, am I gonna run into some turtles as soon as I get to the jungle over here? I'm freaking afraid of the jungle. I was afraid of it before, but now I'm really afraid of it. What the what are you? A wolf? That's so cute. Oh, the wizard! I do need something from you though. I need a spell book. If I throw this into the shimmer, it increases the town's attack and defense or something like that. So I might as well while I'm on this track. Oh! Now the turtle, that's always a thing, right? Or do I have to beat something for it to start spawning? I need to know if I need to be careful or not. I mean, I'm being as cautious as I can here, but I'm pretty sure as soon as I see a turtle, I'm going to die. All right, how close are we to the shimmer? We're kind of close. That's 2 mimics. 2 mimics spawned in front and behind me. What the frick is that? You know what I should have done? Maybe I was a bit hasty on the wall of flesh killing. Probably should have put pylons all over the world instead of just, you know, here. I probably should have done that. If you didn't know, the Critter Companion Guide plus Environmental Preservation at a Tinker's Workshop gives you the guide to peaceful coexistence, which prevents you from accidentally killing critters and triggering boss spawns like the bee or Plantera. You know, that might have been incredibly good to know for when I was trying to progress through hell. Thank you for the information, though. Although I guess it's good for Plantera, but I don't really... As soon as I see a Plantera orb, I am staying like 70 feet away from it. I guess if you still don't mind accidentally killing critters, you could just get the Dryad's item. I mean, killing the critters hasn't exactly bothered me so much, except for the first couple of times it's happened. Now it's happened so much that I'm numb to it. I'm gonna try and full speed ahead right here. Wait, what was that? What was... Oh, it was armor. that poor suit of armor. I just plowed him and grinded him into dust. Oh, no. Help me, imp. What do I do here, chat? I'm scared. Okay, so it looks like this thing can phase jump, but it can't go through like platforms. What the what did it just do? It Goomba stomped you? I know, but I tried my little heart out, and that's all that matters. Jungle Mimic, by chance, would you like to still be here? Heck, I'd even take an ice mimic. Chat, be very quiet. We're mimic hunting today. Or at least trying to pass through to get to the shimmer so I can drop off my 2 items. I keep hearing the tink 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 tink, and I think it's a mimic. I think the toilet and maybe putrid scent are the only useful drops from it. I'm still confused on what you mean by toilet. Like, are you just being funny or is it an actual toilet? In which case I'm kind of confused on how I get a sword from it. He has the orange Zappinator. Sure, why not? I'm gonna fire this as I go through. That's probably a bad idea, but I'm doing it anyway. We're doing it live. Pew, pew. Did anybody else have Duck Hunt for the NES as a kid? I remember playing that a lot, and the stupid little orange gun was so fun to use. It wasn't fun to miss and have the duck laugh at, no, to have the dog laugh at you. I think that was one of the NES games I probably played the most, along with, oddly enough, there was a Dick Tracy game. I played it so much, even though I couldn't progress off the first couple of screens. I think the Angry Video Game Nerd did a video on that game. Literally, you like step outside of your taxi and then someone from a roof just keeps shooting you. Like, you cannot progress. It's kind of funny, but also enraging. Oh, hey, I made it. Chat, we made it. Wait, it's hollow. It's a hollow shimmer. Is that bad for me? I feel like that could be bad for me. Come here, you frickin' fairies. Need you guys to just back away real quick. Just for a moment. Oh my god. I thought I got rid of all these traps. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. The NES was a bit before my time. When I was a kid, it was Nintendo 64 for me, but sadly I was poor, so all I had was Diddy Kong Racing and Smash Brothers. The only reason I had access to a Super Nintendo and an NES as a kid was because my older brothers were into video games. I believe they did like odd jobs to get them or something like that, but I just remember playing the like terrible games for the NES, not even the good ones. I had Star Fox 64 and Mario Kart 64 were my things. I really enjoyed Star Fox 64. It's a shame that they never could like really emulate that feeling for Star Fox. What is that game called? It's like Star Fox Conquest or something like that, or Assault. Yeah, that was it, Assault. Star Fox Assault came kind of close with the R-Wing missions, but then they decided to go full potato and make it to where you had walking missions and you had tank missions, and they both sucked. Which I mean, I guess it makes sense that you want to try new things to like see if it works out in the series, but in a game that's about space pilots, maybe walking and driving a tank is not the strategy, Chief. And then it's just gonna turn into a Star Fox rant. And then they came out with Star Fox, what is that game? I keep thinking Temperatures because frickin' JonTron. They turned that dinosaur game that was originally just gonna be a dinosaur game with nothing to do with Star Fox into a Star Fox game, and I was tricked. I was tricked into getting it. I had to play through weird walking dinosaur Star Fox game. I did not enjoy it. I mean, I remember the R-Wing missions not being too terrible, but everything else about it, I could not beat it. I had to put it away after like 2 or 3 stages. I just couldn't. Star Fox Assault thankfully came out after it, and I was somewhat okay with it, even though I didn't like the tank and the walking missions. And then they didn't do anything really, except for a 3DS remake of the 64 version, until Star Fox Zero for the Wii U. And I wanted to I have it. I wanted to play it, but the controls for that game, I don't know why they did it that way. Literally, they could have just given you the option to have it play like the originals, but instead they had to make you aim with the Wii U gamepad, and it's so disorienting. Just give me a Star Fox that's decent, man. You had a Mega Drive and Sonic 1 through 3, along with the Garfield platform and a Lion King game. Oh no. Is that the Lion King game that's notoriously like extremely frustrating and difficult? It's that weird kind of in between to where it's the classic old video games are challenging and also kind of broken, so it's extra challenging. Like the one that everybody makes their review about and complains. I remember I wasn't a Sega kid. I never had any of the Sega devices or really played any of the Sega games, except there was like a Sega collection that came out on the Xbox or something like that. It had like Stars Ocean and Sonic and a couple of other games. But when I was a kid, the only time I had access to like Sonic games was when I went to an orthodontist, because the orthodontist, for whatever reason, they had an arcade cabinet of Sonic 1 and 2 in there. So while I was waiting for my older brother to get finished with his braces, I was in the, this is such a cool thing, I was in the dental office for like 1.5 hours while he was getting like his braces adjusted or something, just playing Sonic, and it was very fun. I have flashbacks to jumping on ostriches and swinging through the trees and dying way too many times. Yep, I believe that is the Lion King game I was talking about. I've thought about playing it once or twice just for the lulz, but I don't think I could honestly do it. That just sounds way too frustrating. I'd much rather, if I was going to go back that far, play platformers like Bucky O'Hare or something like that. Bucky O'Hare was a fun one. Guys, I can't see. I'm being attacked and I can't even see what it is. That's a mimic. It's a shame it's not one of the bigger mimics, because that might actually help me. So what do I do here? Do I just pull out a gun and start blasting? Is that what this is? Oh! Dang. What the This gun is busted. Also, I was not paying attention to what I was doing. Oh, I remember those days. I think it was a pediatric doctor that had a GameCube set up in their waiting room. Dude, that sounds awesome. They had Luigi Mansion in there. Luigi's Mansion. That series is like, it's honestly kind of funny. It was just meant to be a tech demo, and it ended up selling extremely well in America. So they just decided to keep going with it. That series is so cool. I have the third one on the Switch, and I have yet to play it. You know what I should have done, honestly? I should have played Luigi's Mansion for the October month, but it's too late now. This gun seems a little busted. That was so close. If I killed a critter right there, it's because this bullet made me do it. I just watched you try to hit that bird. I was hoping nobody noticed that. What did they call that? The thoughts of the deep or something like that, where you have a split second of, you know, it'd be funny to run over this person, and then you're like, no, that's crazy. That was my moment. I didn't actually kill the bird though, so you can't be angry with me. I mean, I guess you can, but you shouldn't, because I didn't actually commit.